Hello everyone. Today now we are going to see about the CEO enterprise structure. So in the last session, this was the question that at what level the profit and loss statements are generated. So generally these are generated at company code level. Okay. But you can also like define the profit and loss statement or the financial statement below the company code also at the business area level or at the profit center level, but generally these statements are generated at the company code level. So in this session we are going to see about the hierarchy of the CEO, like operating concern, controlling area, cost center, profit center. Okay, let's start with our main content. Okay, so if you see in the controlling enterprise structure, at the top, we are having the client, and then below that, we are having operating concern, and below that, we are having controlling areas, and below controlling areas, we are having the company codes, and below these, we are having the profit center and the cost center. So in our previous session itself, while we were discussing about the FI organization structure, we have already seen what the client is. Now we will be talking about the operating concern. So firstly, one client may have the one or more than the uh, one operating concern. Okay, so what this operating concern is, it is the basically highest organization unit which is sitting above the controlling area. Okay, and it is highest organization unit only if you want in your organization the profitability analysis or the COPA. Okay, otherwise it is optional to define in SAP. So what it does at operating concern level, through the operating concern you are able to define how profitability is analyzed across market segments. Okay, so market segments can be like product, customer, or region. So below this, we are having the controlling area. So controlling area, like more than one controlling area, can be assigned to the operating concern, or single controlling area can also be assigned to the operating concern. So what this controlling area is? So this is actually the most important organizational unit in the CO, because for the management accounting or the internal reporting, this definition of the controlling area is necessary. Okay, because in management accounting, all the like postings are stored in the controlling area only. Okay, but if we see about the like assignment, so one or more than the one company code can be assigned to a single controlling area. But there are two conditions. So what these two conditions are? So firstly, controlling area and the company code should have same chart of account, and second condition is it should have same fiscal year. Okay. So these are the two conditions. So n number of the company codes can be assigned to the controlling area, provided both of these are having the same chart of account, or we can say the operating chart of account and the fiscal year. Okay. So below this we are having the company code, which we have already seen in our previous session where we discussed about the FI organization structure. So let me repeat again. Company code is a legal entity which actually defines your financial statement, or the financial statements are generated at the company code level. Okay. And now we are having like below these are the master datas, profit center and the cost center, but they act actually more like organizational units, okay, for accounting. So if we discuss about the profit center, so in general it represents the like independent division or the area of responsibility within your organization. Okay, and it can be a organizational unit within company like a plant, or it can be a separate line of business. For example, there is a one company and it is in different line of business. For example, it deals with like leather, glass, or iron, stone. So these are the different uh, like areas of business. Okay, so the each division you can call the profit center, or it might be a geographical location also. Okay, and as I have told you, through the document splitting you can have the like financial statements at the profit center level also. Okay, and this profit center, one profit center can be assigned to like multiple company codes. Okay, and now we are having this cost center. So what cost center does, it actually track and plan and control the costs for a specific area of responsibility in the organization. Okay, and simply tells us about the actually where the cost is getting incurred in the organization. Like if we see, we are having in the organization the different departments. Okay, like the sales department, administrative or the administration department, and the production department, the HR, the finance. Okay, so it actually tracks where we are incurring what, okay, or which department we are incurring more, where we are incurring more. So actually it tells us about the our expenses and how we can like take productive decision, or how we can control the cost and increase our profitability. So cost center plays a significant role in this part. But if we compare with the like profit center in terms of the assignment, so the cost center can only be assigned to a single company code. Okay, unlike the profit center, which can be assigned to the more than one company code. Okay, and apart from this, profit center and the cost center both are assigned to there is a like standard hierarchy. So what this standard hierarchy is? Standard hierarchy actually a special type of the grouping of these profit center and the cost center. It actually groups these profit center and the cost center based on their nature, or the uh, similar types of the cost incurring on anything, or the divisions, okay, or the profit center are like grouped together under the standard hierarchy itself. Okay, now let's start with our this question section. So our first question is, which business segment is known as company within company? Okay, so the answer is very much simple. I have already given you the hint. It is profit center. Okay, now the second question is, which I want you to give the answer. What is the highest organizational unit in profitability analysis? So I think we started our session with this part only. So I want you to give the answer in the comment section. Thank you. That's all for today.